Home Care Breakthrough Solutions Revenue Accelerator Program. Hey everyone, it's Greg Mazza, Home Care Breakthrough Solutions. Welcome to another episode of the Revenue Accelerator Program. So, for those of you that follow me or in our Facebook group, you probably hear me talk a good amount about leverage, right? Why do I care about leverage? Is one of the most important concepts in business. One of the most important things that helped me grow my home care business, right? Leverage is basically, it's using minimum input to get maximum output, essentially, right? And there's different ways to use leverage in your business. It's kind of like a fulcrum, right? You use the fulcrum, that little bar at the bottom lifts a big rock or a big something, right? Big boxes. In this case, what we're trying to do is we're trying to grow and scale our business. And if you're someone who's looking to multiply your efforts by having other people help you grow your home care agency, or you want to create a system for generating referrals with little extra effort, leverage is what you want to start incorporating. I use leverage, and we teach it in our training program and our sales system of like, how to use leverage in your presentations, right? One of my favorite forms of leverage is like, if I get to pitch my services to like most of the time we're doing like one-on-one conversations. Now sometimes you do lunch and learns and whatnot, but strategically you want to make sure that you can get as many people there as you can. So I love doing presentations the right way. We have structured presentations. We call it a 3P, where you impact people with emotion. And we're not going to get into that, but the point is that I can speak to 40 clinicians at once and get my message, 15 minutes or so, get my message to 40 people at once. Do you know how long it would take me to do that one-on-one, right? Think about it. How many sales calls do you make in a week? And you're lucky if you get to talk to 15 or 20 people in a week, right? So my point is that leverage is key. Now, we're going to talk about this a little bit more high level in your business, because there's really essentially, there's a lot of different forms of leverage, but one of the things we're going to be teaching at our next live event is like 4 key forms of leverage. One is through resource partners. This is essentially where you have partners that you work with. It's almost like a one-to-one exchange. Each of you have, I call it hidden assets. This is actually a concept I learned from one of my mentors, Jay Abraham. He talks about like, there's so many businesses that have hidden assets in their business. And one of those is the ability to generate revenue, right? When you have all these conversations, you have all these clients that you're working with, you're out there in the market, you're out in networking groups, and you have people that come up with needs. And having strong resource partners, whenever I would be the resource in my community, I would generate a referral for someone else, but almost always, not always, but almost always, the reciprocation would happen, right? And part of that is because as human beings, there is such thing as this inherent law of reciprocity that exists that says, if you do something nice for me, inherently I want to do something nice in return. All right, so there's resource partners. There's dream team partners. This is the concept some of you have talked about it from the sense of power partners, but where essentially you are building strong relationships, and they're formalized relationships. So we're going to talk a little bit about that at the next event of how to formalize these relationships. So this way, what you can do is you can build these dream team strategic partnerships and start to have people that are promoting and marketing your services that aren't even on payroll, right? It's a very effective and powerful strategy. Whenever I have my clients that start to build out their dream team, they create leverage and start to increase their referrals much more quickly. In fact, I have a client in New York that we were just talking last week, and he's like, I started here, I built a relationship with this home health marketer that was in the hospital. So he got the door cracked in the hospital. He's starting to get referrals, and now he's navigating, he's working his way to the other case managers. It's like, boom. Take that, let's duplicate that and do it again and again. There's also a concept called the Dream 100, where you guys all have what we call the whale accounts, right? The accounts that have the biggest potential. So how do you break into those bigger accounts, right? Because I can go to this rehab, I might get 1 referral a month, maybe 2, maybe 3, that's awesome. But you should start to break into like a hospital or a long-term care insurance company, and these bigger accounts. If you start to break into those, what happens is now the spigot opens and it's much quicker, right? Would you rather have 100 referral sources that are referring like one every other month? Or would you rather have 10 referral sources that, like strong referral sources, that are maybe doing 10 or 15 a month, right? You guys know, it's not the exact numbers, but you understand what I'm trying to say. And the last piece is more high level. We talk about like strategic alliances. So you guys have people in your market that truly do target the same demographic, other owners that you can start to build those strategic alliance relationships. Let's just talk about like either a transportation company, right? You can build a relationship at a high level where you start to do what I call endorsements, right? Where they're marketing your services to their client base and you're doing the same, and you're not hurting each other, you're actually helping each other. So there's a way to formalize those strategic alliances in your marketplace. So if you're looking to create more leverage in your business and start to understand how strategically you can start to implement some of these things and create more massive growth, then make sure you make it to our next event. We're gonna go deeper on these topics. Such an important part in your business, guys. Like if you really wanna grow faster, quicker, this is the way to do it. So I'll have the link below. If you haven't signed up yet, make sure you get tickets before the prices go up. And we hope to see you at the next event. And we hope to help you guys achieve your next home care revenue breakthrough. Thanks so much.